Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today's session, we will be continuing learning the various ways in which we can implement the SQL statements and operators, what we have studied. In previous sessions, we have completed creation, insertion, drop statement, select statement like this, the main basic statements. In today's session, we will be completing few more of them. Okay, the very first operator what we are going to be implementing is the AND operator. So when we have learned the everything about the operator in the previous sessions, so please go ahead and watch those videos. So how am I going to implement those operators is what we are going to see today. So AND operator allows the existence of multiple conditions in SQL statements where clause. Okay, so whenever I'm using a select statement, if I have a certain conditions to be implemented, then I will be using this where keyword, and inside this where I can use these operator and or operators I can use within the where clause, right? So the syntax looks something like this, where I will use the select statement, then I will write the number of columns, various columns which I want. Okay, if I want all the columns, then I can also mention it as star. Then I will use the keyword from and then the table name from which I'll be retrieving these details. And after that, I will mention the keyword where. So where, what exactly is the condition? So first condition, and if at all I'm having more than one condition, then I can combine them together with the AND operator. So wherever there is a case where I want all the condition to be satisfied, only then I want to retrieve that particular information. Only in such cases, I will use AND operator. For example, let me think that there is an employee table where I have employees of different departments. Suppose I want a particular employee who is working in IT. I want to retrieve the detail of a person who is working in the department IT and who is drawing a salary which is more than 30,000. So in such situation, what is happening is I want this both the condition to be satisfied. So I can say that select department. Let me say that I want to retrieve all the details of that particular employee. So I will say select the star from employee, which is my table name, where department is equals to IT, and I will say salary is equals to, or if at all, if my condition is strictly it should be equal to 30,000, then I can mention is equals to, or else I can also mention greater than or equal to 30,000. This is also fine. So in this situation, what happens is this particular query will search for that, but employee or that tuple which satisfies department is equal to IT and salary is greater than or equal to 30,000. There may be one employee, there may be more than one employee. So all the conditions, all the tuples which satisfy both these conditions will be retrieved and it will be displayed. So that is how our AND operator works, right? Next is our OR operator. So as we all know that OR operator is that either one condition, first condition or second condition. Okay, so this also used in a select SQL statement after the where clause, exactly like AND operator. The basic syntax also looks similar, where I will mention the select, then I'll mention all the columns which I want to pull out of the database, and from, then I'll mention the table name, and then the keyword where, then my condition. So if I have only one condition, then I can leave it as it is. And then, but if at all I have more than one condition, then I will mention these operators. This will indicate whether I want both the condition to be true or any one. If I want both the condition to be true, then I will say and. If I want either one of them to be true, then I can easily mention OR operator. Okay, so I can have more than two conditions as well. I just have to club them together with some more OR operator. So this is how I will retrieve. So once again, if we are taking the same employee table, I have an employee table. This time I want either an employee who is working in IT or whose salary is more than 30,000. Then in that case, I will mention the same thing. Select a star from table name. I can write employee. Okay, where condition. The first condition is department is equals to IT. Or the second condition is salary is greater than or equal to 30,000. So in this case, not only the person who is working in IT who is having a salary greater than or equal to 30,000, but also the other people who are maybe they're working in IT and they are having less salary than 30,000, or the people who are having greater than 30,000 salary and they're not working in IT. All such details also will be fetched. So this is how an OR operator works. Next, we have our update. So this update example we have seen. Update query is used to modify the existing records in the table. So I already have the data in my table. I have updated. I have inserted the value using the insert command. Now I want to change it. In such case, I will use the update command. So you can use where clause with the update. So we always combine where clause with the update. So how to do that? So I will say update table name. Then I will use the keyword set. Then whatever the value I want to change to, I will mention those values and the column name. Then I will put a where condition. For example, I will take an employee table where I have an employee whose employee ID is 001. I want to change his salary from 10,000 to I want to make it as 20,000. In such situation, I will write it as update. Table name is employee. Set column one value. So what is the column I want to change? Here I want to change the salary. So I will say salary is equals to what is the new value I want to add? I want to make it 20,000. So I will say salary is equal to 20,000. So since I'm updating only one, I will mention only one here. Then I will use the keyword where. Condition here is for me, I will say that employee ID is equal to 001. So when I do that, it will update that respective column value of that for that particular employee in this particular table. So this is how we can use this update command. So you can combine n number of conditions using and or operator. So if you want to put certain condition also, that is fine. For example, I want to say that change the employee whose salary for example, they are working in the department IT. Okay, department is equal to IT and whose salary is, I will say, and whose salary is less than 30,000, increment everybody's salary. So then I will say, before this, I will say update employee set salary is equals to 40,000. Suppose I want to increase the salary of all the employees who are having less than 30,000 and they are working in IT. I want to make it as 40,000 and this is the command I will use. So I will update employee set salary is equal to 40,000 where department is equal to IT and salary is less than 30,000. Okay, so in this case, whoever in the employee table, whoever is working in the IT and whose salary is less than 30,000, their salaries will be automatically updated to 40,000. So this is how we can use more and more conditions using and or operators. You can club them together and add more conditions. That is fine. Next, we have delete. Even delete we have seen in the previous session. So why do we use this? This query is used to delete the existing records. Remember, delete and update are used on the records and they are not used to change the structure of the table. This is just to update the records. That is the tuples of the table. So you can use where clause with the delete. So once again, we are using where clause along with the delete query to delete the selected rows. Otherwise, all the records will be deleted. So how am I going to use it? Delete from table where condition. Okay, certain condition. For example, delete from employee where employee number is equal to 001. Maybe the employee whose employee number was 001 has left the organization. I want to delete that particular record from the table. So in that case, I can use this particular command saying delete from employee where employee number is equal to 001. Easily, all the records of that particular employee will be deleted. If you want, once again, you can use and or operators to combine more conditions. Employee number is 001 and salary is greater than 30,000 or date of birth is so and so or address is so and so, anything, whichever condition you want to add, you can add using the and or operators. So this is how we can delete a record from the table. The last command for today is order by. Now, this clause is used to sort the data in ascending or descending order. Okay, just like the name says, order by is we want to order our output in a particular way. So you can order the output in an ascending or a descending order based on one or more columns. So you can decide on what column, based on what column you want to sort it. So that also can be decided. The basic syntax is select, then you will write the column list. For example, column list is nothing but your attribute names. It can be salary, it can be employee number, it can be their address and everything from table name, where then you will put certain condition. Okay, and then order by column 1, column 2, column 3, and also you can mention ascending and descending. So the ASC, when you say, the output will be displayed in ascending order, and when you say DESC, it will be displayed in a descending order. Now let us quickly go and do some practical of these commands, whatever we have studied right now. Let's do it. So let us use the table which we had created in the previous session, which is person. So select star from person. Okay, so this is my table. Now first operator what we studied today is AND. So let us use that. So I will say select. Let me select all the details, select star from person. So if you want a particular column only, then you can mention, for example, if you want name and address, you can say select name, comma, address from table name. So I want all the columns. So I'm writing select star from person. Person is the table name. Okay. Where? Now condition, I will say, let me say city. I want person whose city is Bangalore because we have two people from Bangalore. So I will say city is equals to Bangalore. And so Bangalore, as you can see, Bangalore, one person has a salary of 25,000, wherein which other person who is working in Bangalore has 32,000. Now let me say salary is equals to 32,000. Let us see what happens. Okay, now as you can see, this is my output. I said that select star from person where city is equal to Bangalore. So this particular condition, I have Reena, whose city is Bangalore, as well as I have Meena, whose city is Bangalore. But since I had mentioned and I said that salary is equal to 32,000, this condition is satisfied only by Meena, okay, who is having 32,000 salary, wherein which Reena has only 25,000. So as you can see, and whenever we are using, both the conditions should be satisfied, only then we will get an output. Now let us say instead of this equal to, let me say less than or equal to. Okay, let us just say only less than what output we will get. So in this case, we are getting only Reena because she is having 25,000 salary, but Meena is having 32. Since we have not mentioned less than or equal to, she is not getting picked in our output. Okay, so be careful when you're writing the operators. Let me just add equal to now. Now, as you can see, I'm getting both the details. So this is how AND operator works. Now let me just modify this. Right? Now, if I'm modifying this and if I'm adding or, then what will happen? Now, as you can see, I'm getting 4 people's details here. Now, why is that? Though I mentioned that city is equal to Bangalore, I'm getting the details of the person who is working, who is from Bangalore, Mangalore, and Udupi as well. The reason behind is whenever we are using or, like we have discussed, one of the conditions should be satisfied. So here, what is it satisfying? So if not Bangalore, it is salary is less than or equal to 32 is getting satisfied. As you can see, the person who is working, who is from Bangalore is getting 30,000 and the person who is from Udupi is getting 24,000 salary. So this particular condition is getting satisfied. That is the reason we are getting this output, right? So this is your and an or operator. So let us use update. Now, let me just once again display the table. So this is my table. Now, let me just change this address of the person Reena from Malleshwaram to, let me just change it to 5th Cross. Okay, so what is the command I'm going to use? I will say update person, that is the table name, update person, set, I will say address. So this is what we want to change. The new value I want to change is I want to make it as 5th Cross address is equal to fifth gross. Now where you want to change it? So where, let me take person ID. Person ID is equals to 100. You can use any one of them. You can use either name, city you cannot use because two people are having same. You can use salary because none of them are having a same salary. So in case if there are multiple duplicate values present in that, it is always suggested to use a primary key. That is the reason we will use a primary key. So in this case, I could have also used name. I could have used city, I could have used salary. Any one of the column I can use because it's a very small table. But as of now, I'm taking person ID as a reference. So one row updated. Now let us see the updated table. As you can see from here, Malleshwaram is being removed and it has been updated as fifth gross. So this is your update operator. Using this, you can update all the data, whichever data you want to update. You need to give a reference using a where condition. Okay. Now let us use delete. Delete from person where. Once again, I will use the person ID. Now let us try and use name as a reference because we don't have duplicate in name. So I can use that as well. Where name is equals to, I will say right. Okay. Now here it is saying integrity constraint violated, child record found. Now what exactly happened here is this particular person table I have used as a reference in my another table as a foreign key reference. So this is person is a parent key and there is another table orders table, which is my child table. Okay. So if you have seen my previous sessions, you would have observed that we had created those two tables and we had connected them using a referential integrity constraint. That is the reason in the parent table, I'm unable to delete that particular record because it is getting referenced by some other table. Now let us use some other table to use this command. Select start from orders. Okay, so I have this particular table. Let us use the delete command here. So delete from orders where order ID is equals to, let me say 1001. I mentioned it wrong. Let me just change it. So you should be careful in order to see that you're writing exactly what is there in your table. So ORDER ID. This should be fine. So one row deleted. Let me once again see my table. As you can see, I have deleted a particular line. So this is how I will use the delete command. Last one is order, or it is group by. So let us use that in our salary table or our employee table. This is a group by. So group by condition is, so let us select our table once again. Select star from. Okay. So let us group by, or let us order by the salary. As you can see now here, salary is not in an ordered format. Let us sort this particular table using the salary. So how will I do that? I will say that select. So I will use a column. So let me select all the columns. Select star from person. Order by salary. So as you can see, this is a simple command. Select star from person, order by salary. When I say my table, entire table is being ordered in the according to the salary. Similarly, I can use the same command. So this is in an ascending order. Let me make it in a, this is in a, this ascending order. I can make it in a, by default, it will be in a ascending order. If you want it in a descending order, you just have to use the keyword DESC. So by doing that, you will have your table in a descending order. As you can see, it is starting from 35 and ending at 24,000. So this is how you can use your order by commands, right? So that's all in today's session, students. Hope these sessions are helping you all in your studies. So keep watching, keep learning. Thank you for watching.